Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Nicole if you are new here, and I sell vintage home decor on Etsy. About a week ago, I went to an estate sale warehouse sale that was really good, and so I wanted to give you a little haul from that sale. I've had a couple comments ask what exactly is an estate sale warehouse sale, and it's basically run by an estate sale company. So their main thing is doing estate sales out of people's homes, and then they collect some items. I don't know if it's leftover items or items that they specifically reserve for a more curated sale, but it's basically just the runoff items from a bunch of past estate sales. I see them only every once in a while. The company that was running this sale does one every couple of months, so it's not a super regular thing, but if you have the opportunity to go to a warehouse sale, I highly recommend because there are usually a lot of great items and prices are generally pretty good. Also, at the end of the video, I have some footage to show you from yesterday when I organized my inventory space. So as you all know, I recently moved, and in my old house, I had a whole garage dedicated to my inventory, but now I have just a small utility closet. So I have probably gone down in storage space by about 5 times, potentially more than that. So I'm working out of a very small space now. The utility closet is downstairs, and then up in my house, we don't have any extra rooms since it's a studio to store anything. So I have to fit everything in that utility closet. I purchased some shelves recently to put in there and spent some time yesterday setting everything up, and I will share that with you at the end of the video. The first item I want to show you today is this beautiful oil painting. This is a still life painting of sunflowers, and I love the color scheme. So it's green, and then it has this beautiful orange mat, which feels very appropriate for the fall season, which, by the way, if you're watching this on Halloween, happy Halloween. I have a lot of old artwork on my Etsy shop that I've had for a while and hasn't sold. So I have gotten pretty selective about what type of art I'll pick up. Oil paintings are a pretty good bet, especially florals and still life paintings. And then anything small like this, just like a nice small to medium size, sells pretty well. And it's the easiest size of art to ship as well. Sometimes it can be a little bit cumbersome to ship a large piece of art, although I did make an exception and pick up a larger piece of art in this sale. So I will show that to you now. I picked up this beautiful piece. This is a signed original painting. It is unframed, as you can see, and it's pretty large. So if this sells, it's going to be a pain to ship, but I do think that it's worthwhile. It's just so pretty. I love the color palette. The subject matter is very calm and serene, and I think that once this piece has a frame on it, it'll be really stunning. The back is open like this, so these pieces are definitely more nerve-wracking to ship because this material here is so fragile and can be punctured so easily. When I do ship out pieces like this, I put like a full cardboard box that's folded down on the front and the back to protect it. I love this piece and I got it for a great price. Next up, I have this little chessboard. So it folds up like this, and you open it, it's magnetic, and it has all the pieces in here. And then you can lay it out and put all the pieces on and play chess. Also, the pieces are lined with a red felt on the bottom, and they're also magnetic, and the board is magnetic too. So it keeps the pieces from falling off, which I think is a nice touch. This checkerboard pattern has been popular for a little while now, and I've actually seen quite a few people who are not resellers and are not necessarily into vintage, but they have this exact kind of foldable chest thing. So these can be really cute to have just like tucked onto a bookshelf or sitting on a coffee table, and the colors are very pretty. So I was happy to find this. Next up are these 2 hand-turned wooden candlesticks. These are beautiful. They're pretty hefty. The only thing is that the bottom comes off on both of them, which I don't think that that's intended to happen. It looks like there's some glue here on the bottom. So I am going to put some super glue or wood glue on these to keep them together a little bit better. But other than that, they are very well made. Candlestick holders are always a great bet, especially wood ones. And I don't find find wood candle holders all that often, so if they're a good price, I will pretty much always pick them up. And there's actually some information written on the bottom in pencil. Unfortunately, they're not dated, but there is quite a bit of information on here. So it says made by Zierfoss, and then it says 803 Allison Street. I love when pieces have that cool personal touch. Next up is this brass little fire poker. I think that that's what they're called. I grew up in Florida, so I didn't grow up having fires indoors, so I don't always know what these tools are called. When I picked this up, actually, I was walking around with it at the sale for a little while, and someone was joking that it looked like it was going to be a good back scratcher. On the top here, it has a ship, and it says The Revenge 1588, which I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the Revenge was some type of famous English ship. It also has a loop on the top so that you can hang it up by your mantle, and I just think that that is a really cute way to display something other than artwork. This piece, I was absolutely overjoyed when I found this. I have always wanted to find one of these pieces. It is a raku horsehair Native American pottery piece. So all of these black squiggles and marks are the result of burning hot horsehair being pressed onto the piece. It is actually signed on the bottom by the original artist, which is really cool. Unfortunately, though, I can't make out the signature. I tried to do some research, but I didn't really get any leads, and I'm just not super knowledgeable with Native American pottery, unfortunately. But these pieces can be valuable, especially when they're signed, and it's just such a beautiful piece. Next up is this little brass shoehorn. Nothing crazy or super exciting, but again, just like with the fire poker, whenever I find a brass item, especially if it doubles as a piece of wall decor, I will pick it up if it's a good price. And this shoehorn came out to around $3. I have sold one before that looked exactly like this. It had different motifs on it. This one has an anchor, a wheel, and a sailboat on it, but the one that I sold previously was the same silhouette and the same size, and I sold it for around $35. So people do like these. Next, I have these adorable little lamps, and the reason that I actually got these is because they are candlelight bulb lamps. So they accommodate the small candle. Am I saying that right? Candlelight? But basically candlelight bulbs are the little mini tiny bulbs. So the base is really small in here. And the reason that I wanted to pick these up is because I actually had a woman reach out to me on Etsy asking if I had any candlelight bulb lamp bases. So I picked these up with her in mind, and I did offer them to her first. I have not heard back yet. If I don't hear back, I'll just go ahead and list them. But even if she doesn't purchase them, I think that they're a great pickup. They are solid wood, they're really beautiful, and lamp bases, even without a shade, just the bases, especially if they're a matching pair, can be valuable. So it's definitely something to look out for. Next up, we have this beauty, which is another lamp base. It is likely from the 70s. I have not done a whole lot of research on it yet. I don't know if this was a good purchase or not. We are gonna find out. When I was at the estate sale, I didn't have any service, so I didn't look up any of the items. I wasn't able to do any Google lensing. So when I got home, my fiance did a quick Google lens for me on this piece, and he saw similar pieces ranging from like $50 to $800, so a very wide range. And it has that kind of foamy, puffy texture that was pretty common in the 70s. It's dirty, so I need to figure out how to clean it. And then also this base at the bottom is brass, but it is really rusted. So like even just tapping it, there's rust falling off. So I need to clean that. And then unfortunately, I was so excited to find this piece for such a good price that I failed to realize that it doesn't have any of the hardware inside to actually be able to put a light bulb in it. So it looks like it probably needs rewired or to just have a battery powered bulb in it. I'm not exactly sure. I will probably just clean it up and sell it as is. I will keep you all updated on this lamp and we will see whether or not this was a good purchase. So that is everything from the estate sale warehouse. And now I'm going to show you a couple of things that I got recently from some thrift stores. First up is this needlepoint seat cushion. It has some lilies on the front. And pretty much any needlepoint pillow, particularly floral needlepoint pillows and pillows with vibrant colors, are a really good seller. I will probably be doing a new bestsellers video soon, and needlepoint pillows will definitely be on that list. Very happy with this piece. And then the last item I have to show you is another needlepoint pillow. The style and the imagery on it is pretty unique. I've never come across a pillow like this. It has some needlepoint tassels on it. It has like a very royal fancy vibe to it, and I love the small size. So that is it for the thrift haul portion of today's video. In the next segment, I'm going to be showing you my closet and some clips of me organizing that. So enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.
Raccoon or something.
I saw that. Let me show the viewers. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Ooh, nice. Oh my gosh. I just unpacked this, which if you know what this is, you're probably thinking, what the heck? This is a vintage glass urinal. The story behind this is that I went antiquing with one of my very close friends several months ago, and she thought that this was some type of abstract vase, and I didn't know what it was. So she bought it, and then after purchasing it, she found out that it's in fact an antique urinal. And so she understandably did not want to keep it displayed in her home. And so I tried to sell it, and someone actually bought it a couple weeks ago, but I thought that I had left this behind in Florida because I did donate some stuff that I just figured wasn't going to sell, and I 100% thought I had donated this. So I had to cancel the order, and I messaged the customer, and she was bummed because she was getting it as like a gag gift for her husband. And then I sent her some other listings from eBay and other places online where she could find one similar. And then here it is. So I am once again stuck with this urinal. So I have gotten to a pretty good stopping point. These are the new shelves. I would highly recommend. They're kind of annoying to assemble because you definitely need a mallet, ideally a rubber mallet. I was able to get them set up with the help of my incredible fiance, who deserves all the praise in the world because he is constantly helping me out with my business, constantly supporting me, pushing me to keep going. So big thank you to him. But yeah, these are nice. I got this one mostly filled up. Right here, I have 3 bins of stuff that I need to list. So that is inventory that needs polished or just needs listed. There's a lot of brass in there that I would like to clean. This little stack here is some personal stuff. I have boxes here, artwork that I need to list, artwork that I have listed. And then on this shelf and the new shelves is the bulk of my listed inventory. This is definitely a tight space to work with, but it's going pretty well so far. Eventually, I will get another shelf over there because I definitely want to be utilizing as much vertical space as possible. For now, I'm pretty happy with this. And I am finally fully unpacked. So all of my inventory is fully unpacked now, and that feels amazing. I have more stuff upstairs that I've listed in the last couple days that I can bring down now, which is really helpful because my actual house is becoming cluttered with inventory. So it's nice to have a spot to put it. I am very cold and it just started to rain, so I'm gonna head upstairs.